homage.
Another Sunday night in the TFO at the end of another week. And that means it is time for TFO Sunday Night TECMO. I am your host, Clayton Willis, a.k.a. Rusty Shackelford. And we got one tonight that promises nothing. Promises nothing at all. We have the Brouhaha Monkeys taking on the Wolfpack. So we've got a team that's pretty shitty on one side and a team that's pretty good on the other. Doesn't really make for good entertainment, does it? Nope, but we're going to watch it anyway and see what happens here. We also have the divisional the divisional recap, where we go into where people are at going into the week, and then we've also got the Week 8 recap for all the action that's happened here so far in Week 8. All right. You know what time it is now. That's right. It's time for commercials. We are working to get new commercials from new sponsors and products, but money's tight. Gas is up. Lots of shit's up. It's just a bad time. All right. Pay the music. Let's go.
Straight from the sun-drenched fields of the Baja, it's Jesse Ventura's chewing tobacco. Grown with care and cultivated under the Baja sun, Jesse Ventura's chewing tobacco boasts a sweet, smoky flavor that'll leave you craving more. Experience the rugged essence of true manliness with every chew. Feel the rush of superiority as you indulge in the rich tradition of chewing tobacco. Whether you're out on the ranch with your dogs or kicking back with friends, Jesse Ventura's chewing tobacco is the clear choice for those moments of pure, unadulterated manliness. Jesse Ventura's chewing tobacco. It'll make you a sexual tyrannosaurus, just like me.
All right, here we are in the end of Week 8, and we will be halfway through this season after tonight. The official halfway mark ends here, and it's been a season so far, I tell you. You'll see here in the divisional. We'll get the divisional breakdown going here, and we'll show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So we'll start off with the Mad Dog Snap, where Hertz Donut has taken over the division from Vought International. Looks like Vought lost another game, and Hertz Donut has still only the one loss. 6-1 to 5-2 is your difference in first and second there. Point differential honestly goes to Vought International, but it doesn't matter if you lose that second game. Greek Legends, hey, Mikey, you should do better on that application. Though, that application was bullshit, by the way, in many, many different ways. Buy me a drink at the Federal sometime, and I'll tell you all about it. All right. We're going to move on to the Mad Dog Crackle, where the NES Doodads are on top at 6-1. Not much change here from the last week. Doodads have stayed on top pretty much since the beginning of the season. Seattle Sound and the Munchin Mascots just not putting up much in terms of numbers or fight. Yeah. So we're going to move it over to the Mad Dog Pop division, where the Lord of the Rings and All Elite Wrestling last week were tied, but now we've got a clear number 1 and number 2. Lord of the Rings on top at 5-2, where All Elite Wrestling is 4-3. Once again, with a better. Well, I guess it's arguable whether that's better or not. Mathematically, it's not, but they're putting up more points in offense. So who knows? Obviously, that's resulted in a 4-3 record. Reading Rambo's in the bottom there. They need to, do something drastic in this second half of the season, but I don't see it coming. All right, moving around to the Mad Max now in the Snap division. The Logs stay undefeated by not playing in a bye week, I'm assuming. Yeah, that's probably what happened there. 6-0 as opposed to having 7 games played, so that makes sense. Letterkenny Irish at 4-3 have played that extra game, but it didn't help them any. And 2-5, the D-Man Tap Gamers just not doing too well, so Letterkenny looking to sneak into the playoffs still with a good record here maybe, but Logs firmly in charge of this division. We're going to have to take a look at the Crackle now. Mad Max Crackle. JDF is on top by the luxury of having played an extra game and won it, though. So he's 4-3 on top. Utah Bees at 3-3 in second place. And 007, the License to Kill team, just not doing much killing or licensing or whatever it is they do. They don't play football apparently either, because they're 1-6 and they suck. All right. Last one in the Mad Max is the Pop division, where the Wolfpack at 7-0 is clearly on top of this division. And tonight's opponent for them, the Brouhaha Monkeys, at 1-5 in second place there. Yeah, should be a great game, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and tune in. Sunday nights in the bottom. They've played an extra game and they lost it, so they are in third place. And we're going to move it along. Moving it over to the bad. The bad guy Snap division has the Mighty Ducks on top with the Southside Gargoyles and Soccer World down below there. Mighty Ducks on top by a pretty good margin there. Looks like they'll probably have that in good hands come the end of the second half of the season. But who knows? Let's see. Bad guy Crackle is where we're going, and the Hogs 6-0 and really running the score up on everybody, just kind of dominating. I gotta say, they might be one of the favorites for championships this year. 6-0, pretty good. Venture in second place there. Venture Industries at 4-3, not a bad showing. But the Chicago Drunkards have just really been sloppy drunk all year long. Haven't played well at all. Aren't going to factor into the rest of the season, likely at all, except to kind of point and laugh and be like, look at those drunk bastards. All right, moving it along. Bad guy Pop has OP Lorcana Cards and the Millionaire Scumbags tied. Well, I guess actually this is kind of a three-way tie, sort of. Lorcana Cards actually kind of benefited from not playing another game yet. So Lorcana on top at 4-2. Scumbags and the Second Amendments, both at 4-3, are in second and third respectively due to point differentials. So that one's still kind of anyone's division here. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. That one looks good. Moving over to the Badass Snap. Those 80s toys, man, 6-1, 311 points for, and still one of the lower points against. Like, it's kind of a mystery how they're so good on both sides of the ball. But TV Dad's a firm second place there at 3-3 because, well, Gabo Clan just can't get it in gear at all. Not even a single win yet. Pablo, are you going to lay an egg? Your first team in the league here? Come on, get it in gear. All right, Badass Crackle looking it over. The video game clearance has the advantage on top here with the Precious Studs and Lower Decks not far behind. This is another really close division here. Could be anybody's, depending on, it looks like it could come down to point differential here, or even whatever the second tiebreaker is. We'll have to watch it. Finally, Badass Pop has the Marvel Mutants on top with the Yacht Rock and Rap and Italian Stallions just fighting it over for last place because they both got nothing, apparently. All right. Well, there is your divisional recap for Week 8. So we all know where we stand going into the week. And after these brief messages, we'll see where most of these teams end up after Week 8 with the TFO Sunday night recap coming up after this.
Howdy, folks. This is Jack Stratton. Have you ever jerked off into a half-full can of PBR, filled it up with Busch Light, then served it to your grandma? That depravity is exactly what your taste buds will experience when you try John Baylog's Shit Cakes. This season's new secret recipe has been brewed with you in mind. It will hit your mouth like a 5-gun commercial coke-raped a Skrillex mosh pit, and it will go down easier than a $3 junkie. So run to your nearest Cracker Barrel instantly and get the new batch of John Baylog's Shit Cakes.
Hey, I'm the reigning TFO champion. If you want to screw over guys like Chris McLeese and Ryan Cox, then I can help you. Even if you got a shitty team like the Raiders All-Stars. Professionally crafted with a bunch of losers' insides. Let's face it, not all the money in the casino is there for you to win. You can't get the best hands there all the time, even if you're counting cards or bribing the pit boss. It's about winning. That's what you need to do. Luck potion number 7. It'll take you from a beginner to a winner. Crisp suit, fat wallet, and a huge luck stat. Games pretty much just win themselves for you. You don't even have to pay off the garage. I used to play conservative and only do what the book said, but now I'm splitting tens. Yeah, this make you butthurt? Completely different TFO player. You can't even lose in the playoffs, not possible. Don't even bother messing with your app. I'm a two-time TFO champion. Thanks to luck potion number 7. I don't even know where these checks come from. Hey, hit the Powerball. Second time this year. Luck potion number 7. Get as lucky as Frank does for once.
All right. Week 8 is nearly at its end here. We got one game left to go, but before we get down to that, we need to get to the rest of the action of the week here, and we do that here on Sunday night in a little thing we like to call the TFO Sunday Night TECMO Recap. So, without further ado, yep, I'm getting ready to point to you. That's right. Okay, you're ready. Okay, you're ready. Good. Hit the music. All right, opening kickoff here between the Wild Hogs and the Chicago Drunkards. And I'm going to tell you, this Heritage gets it all the way down to the 8-yard line, which just sets up this pass to Shovelhead from Harley Davidson. So it took all of 2 complete plays to get all the points they would need to beat the Drunks. 42-6 Hogs over the Drunks. Next, we've got the Greek Legends going off against Hertz Donut. And this is a second half kickoff here, and this one is pretty much gonna be that guy didn't even move. One of the defenders didn't even move. He just watched him run by. Bavarian Cream takes it 77 yards for a touchdown there. 41-24, Greek Legends go down to the Hertz donut. Oh, man. I tell you what, Optimus Prime and Rubik's Cube hook up for this 77-yard pass. And that's all they would need, too. Yeah, we had the lead briefly there. It was 3-0 at that point, but then that makes it 3-6. It'd be 34-6. Toys. 80s toys over the TV dads. Yeah. Seattle Sound taking on the NES Doodads, and this 26-yard field goal by U-Force was enough to put the Doodads over the Sound. Final score 44-20. All right, Reading Rambo's taking on Lords of the Rings, and Gandalf evades a little bit of pressure there to find Legolas downfield. He gets it in there for 6. 46-yard pass there. Lord of the Rings go on to win 19-9. Utah Bees are going to take on License to Kill, the 007 James Bond team. But you know what they say, the wheel on the Bees goes round and round and rumbles and bumbles into the end zone for 6. 54 yards on that jaunt. Utah Bees take out License to Kill 42-14. All right, we've got the OP Lorcana cards taking on the Millionaire Scumbags here. And Scumbag Dan Schneider boots this one through the uprights from 19 out, and that's enough to beat the OP cards. Scumbags win that one. We've got the Logs taking on the Letterkenny Irish. Dexter Doyley on a 31-yard jaunt with good PAT. They tie this one up at 17, but Hot Boy Wayne was going to find a way to get this one won. Hot Boy Wayne looks at the end zone and he finds Katie Cat. And you know what Squirrely Dan would say, Katie, use catches, passes good through coverage, and that's what I appreciate about you. Yep. Irish win this one, 31-17. Next, we've got the Precious Studs taking on the Video Game Clearance. And the Clearance, well, they're going to go ahead on this 14-yard run by GCE Vectrex. Yeah, look at him celebrate there. But you know what? Studs weren't ready to pack it in. Marquis Sparkle's going to head down the field and round Brilliant. Finds him right in the middle of the field, splits those defenders. 29 yards to pay dirt there. Video Game Clearance goes down to the Precious Studs. 23-21. Next, Soccer World taking on the Mighty Ducks. And the Mighty Ducks get these 6 points from Kenny Wu. Gordon Bombay finds Kenny Wu downfield for 6 points there. But Soccer World was not done. No, they were not. Gordon Bombay liked to celebrate that one too a little long. All right. Kylian Mbappe. He's going to break a tackle or two. He's going to break another one right there. And it doesn't matter how many people you try to tackle him with. He does not go down. 53-yard touchdown run by Mbappe puts Soccer World over the Ducks, 30-28. And finally, it's the Yacht Rock and Rap taking on the Italian Stallions. Stallions driving on this one. Balboa coughs it up to Fife Dog of Tribe Called Quest fame. Fife Dog. He's got some legs on him, too. Damn. 20, 10, 5, and touchdown for Fife Dog. On the fumble recovery. Wow. So, defense is going to continue to be a theme in this game. They're going to hold the Stallions to a field goal here. 38-yarder by Father Carmine puts them up by 4. But 4 is not enough because Christopher Cross is going to find the end zone from Steely Dan. Steely Dan and Christopher Cross hook up for a 19-yard touchdown there to put the Yacht Rock and Rap up But the Stallions weren't done. Rocky in the shotgun here. He looks for Mason, the line Dixon, and he's wide the fuck open. Nobody even touches him the whole time. Boom. Shoestring. Nope. Nothing. All the way to pay dirt. 71-yard touchdown pass for Mason, the line Dixon, and the Italian Stallions pull out this loser bowl here, 31-27. Speaking of the Stallions, hey, JVM, sorry I called your team a loser, but they kind of are. But it doesn't mean losers eat at the Federal, because only winners eat at the Federal. If you go to the Federal and eat, your TFO team will definitely win. That is how it works. I don't know why it doesn't work for JVM every week. It must be some kind of caveat to being an owner of that. All right, 110 West Federal Street, Youngstown, Ohio. Get there and tell them Rusty sent you. All right, it's about time for the last game of the week. Coming up right after this.
In honor of the only undefeated team in TFO history, Bot International brings you Perfection. This exclusive fragrance extracted from the nut and labial sweat of the seven. Perfection. Permeates a scent that will let everyone know exactly how perfect you are. Perfection. Is bottled by the finest children slaves money can buy. Handpicked by their TFO owner, Bobby. The child slaves get a full 5 minutes of artificial sunshine a day to ensure their bones don't become brittle from their repetitive, highly tedious work. As perfection seeps into your cavernous pores, you'll feel confident, courageous, and empowered like never before. Asking out the cashier at the Lane Bryant store. Perfection. Nailing the presentation for your big promotion. Perfection. Never prematurely ejaculating again. Perfection. Like Homelander and Bobby, there are no limits to what this cologne will do. With perfection on your skin and the world's scrotum in your teeth, you too can achieve greatness. Find perfection exclusively at Bot's Epstein Island Gift Shop. Congratulations on all your success. You smell terrific.
Do you want to travel in style? Enjoy hotels usually reserved for high rollers? Dine at the most exquisite Brazilian steakhouses? Then try TECMO Blood Money.
Hi, I'm the Measuring Stick, Mike Petrosic. You may know me as a former TOL champion, as well as the current and only two-time TFO champion. To the victor, go the spoils, but also the expenses. Due to my numerous public appearance requests, I've incurred a lot of traveling expenses. To help offset those costs, I've discovered TECMO Blood Money.
Thanks to advancements in medical technology, along with the cooperation of the Chinese government, owners can now sell their bodies to help raise funds to travel to various TECMO events. Owners can donate their plasma at various locations up to 2 times a week for up to $150 a week. It's a quick and easy way to raise money to travel to Columbus for the annual TFO Championship and watch me dominate year in and year out.
So be like me, the Measuring Stick, and earn some TECMO Blood Money today.
All right, Sunday night TECMO is finally here. It's about time to go down to the field, so let's do it. All right, there we go. Regular season 8th week, and we're ready to go. Brouhaha Monkeys at 1-6, I believe, taking on the Wolfpack at 7-0. I wonder who's going to win this game. Monkey's going to take the kickoff here. James. All right, Kent Fiasco under center, drops back, tries to get somebody down there, but just out of their fingertips. All right, so he's going to hand this one off this time, and that's to the Babadook. Babadook gets 9 yards. 3rd and 1, he's going to switch to the shotgun here. Ooh, looks like a curls route. He's got options there. I don't know why it took him so long to find one. But, yeah, first down there to, I didn't see who caught that. All right, Kent Fiasco looks fine. Is that Rockin' Rye? Is that Fago Rockin' Rye up there? I'll fuck with some of that. It's actually not a good mix, not a bad mixer for rum. Oh, Kent Fiasco finds somebody in the end zone down there. Marshmallow. All right, touchdown, Brouhaha Monkeys. So they strike first in this battle of Titans. 7-0. All right, we'll see if that can hold up here. Got some short guy returning it for the Wolfpack. Uh-oh. We're going to find out who it is here. Drew Short, injured. His first bit of action here today. He was also the punt returner, now being replaced by Lennon. I doubt that's John. All right, Haroon Ayala decides, hey, he don't need to get anybody else hurt here. He's going to take it himself. He gets 5 on that little sneak there. All right. Ooh, Hakeem Vickers catches one down the field there, and he almost gets it into the red zone. Under center now. Ayala fakes the handoff, turns around. So, A. Lovett. I was going to say Lyle Lovett, but A. Levette. Maybe it's Levette. It does look like Levette. Ayala going to keep it himself again. And he's in the end zone. All right. So, we've got an answer from the Wolfpack to the Monkeys. Extra point important here to tie it up. And it's in. All right. Tie game here now. We're going to kick it back off to the Monkey James down here. I don't know what James that is. Uh-oh. Doesn't matter because he's about to be on the shelf. Dr. James injured. This is a bad game for kick returners so far. Damn. All right, we're going to get Thin Lizzy kicking, returning kicks and punts now. Babadook going to take this handoff here and try to juke and jive his way through, but he gets 6 yards, and that's all. 2nd and 4 now for the Monkeys. Ooh. Tried the fake handoff, but Patty Wilkins was not fooled by that at all. So we got 3rd and long on this one. Oh, Kent Fiasco surveys the field. Still decides to take it himself. He gets it really close, but there's no way that's a first down. 4th and inches there is going to force the punt. If only there were fake punts in this game. Anyway, is that John Lennon? Maybe it's Thomas Lennon of Reno 911 fame. Who knows? I doubt it. But Haroon Ayala fakes his own handoff here. Oh, he's got somebody open downfield. It's Hakeem Vickers. There's nobody within anywhere close to him. That's going to be a touchdown. And it looks like that's going to be all she wrote for the Brouhaha Monkeys. Let's see if they can answer. What do we got here? Extra point. Not blocked. And through the upright. So it's a 7-point game now for the Wolfpack. That's the end of the first quarter. So we're going to start the second quarter like we started the first quarter with a kickoff to the Brouhaha Monkeys. That's Thin Lizzy, I think, on the return there. They didn't look as good as Dr. James. But the Babadook has been fairly impressive in the few carries he's had here. Another 8 yards on that one. Ooh, he gets the toss this time, but ooh, the whole team was on him. That was a bad time for a toss play. So they try it up the middle, they get nothing. They're going to have to punt it away again. Yep. Doesn't look good for the Monkeys here. Oh. In fact, that kick is not even gotten off. That is blocked. They are already in the red zone, knocking on the door for another touchdown here. Ooh. A little bit of defense played there. Okay. Let's see what you got, Monkeys. Can you turn this around? No. Arun Ayala just walked right through. Well, they do have to get a first down or a touchdown. Oh, he's caught up in the backfield now. Oh, sacked by Gouda Cheese. Makes it 4th and 14. They're going to have to go for the field goal. So, moral victory, if anything. Uh-oh, they got it back there. Oh, they did not get it blocked. And it went off the upright. So they did score points. They did hold them to 3. So that's again, like I was saying, that's a moral victory, but it's not going to help them in the standings because moral victories don't count. So, Thin Lizzy returns it, what was that? Just about to the 21-yard line there. Ken Fiasco doesn't seem to be trusting his receivers today. He's really anxious to take off himself. But he gets that one up to Fago Rockenrye. So he hands off to the Babadook for no gain on there. 2nd and 10. Under center, he's going to toss it to the Babadook, who fakes the reverse for another loss of 6 yards. And we'll see what kind of tricks they got up their sleeve for this situation. Well, a pass to Rockenrye in the middle of the field will work there. That's first down and more. He's to the 26-yard line, I believe, there. Right, so Kent's going to drop back. He's going to look that direction again, but he does not complete the pass. I don't think that was to Rockenrye either. Not sure who that was to. Babadook going to try to get this one. He's got, 9 yards. He was really close to that first down. Surprised they didn't get a measurement on there. Go to the other side of the field, and it's wide open for him. He gets that first down, and he's just inside the 10-yard line. Correction, he's just outside the 10-yard line, so they can still get a first down here. I think they can get a first down before they get a touchdown here. I'm not certain about that. We'll see, but it doesn't matter because they just scored a touchdown. Necklace Frank, that fat fuck, just rumbled his way into the end zone. So an extra point will bring them within a field goal of tying this up, and it's good. All right, so they're only down by 3 now. So their defense just has to do better. Maybe if they hold them to another field goal, well, there's only 3 seconds left in this half, so we'll have to wait for the second half to go and see what really happens. Unless something happens here in this last play. Oh, complete to the middle of the field. A. Levette. Oh, he saw pay dirt there, but he got caught up from behind there. Perfection on the blimp, perfection. Not so much this season for Bobby Lesher in the Vaught International, but nonetheless, go and buy his perfume. Or cologne, both, body spray, who knows what it is. Just buy it. All right, Thomas Lennon, good old he coughed it up. Oh, Hakeem Vickers. All over the place. He recovers that fumble, saving the Wolfpack from tragedy there, possibly. But old Sweetie in the backfield for a loss of 7 there. Pushing them the wrong way down the field. Wolfpack looking to score some more points. They get a good gain there, but still 6 yards short of a first down, so into the shotgun they'll go. Ayala decides to take it himself. He gets the first down and another couple of yards there, but they got a fresh set of downs to work with now. Not good news for the Monkeys. All right, Monkeys giving them time in the backfield there. Oh, Hakeem Vickers again is downfield, and he is in, untouched. Not only does he save the bad kickoff return by recovering that fumble, but he also finds himself downfield to catch this ball, putting him up by 10. All right. Kicking it off to Thin Lizzy again here. Oh, right through some of those guys. Okay, not a decent return about to about the 46-yard line. Okay, Monkeys maybe not giving up the ghost yet. Oh, Tierney Griffith, though, gets in there and gets a sack. Kent Fiasco turned around and didn't know what had hit him. Oh, kind of there. He thought he was taking off, but Chaim Norris. Chaim? I don't know what that name is. Chaim, maybe. Who knows? All I know is they just got a sack, and oh! Hot dog necklace Frank with a great catch there. Unfortunately, on 4th and 5, they got to go for it. Oh, and it's coughed up. Who's going to recover this ball? The Monkeys do, but too bad because it was 4th down, so that's turnover on downs. Yeah, I think I see how things go for the Monkeys here. They seem to have some talent, but they just shoot themselves in the foot too much. Too many bad things happening all at once. Means it makes it hard to win a game. I'll tell you that. Ask the TV dads, they fucking know. All right, passing it backward for the lateral there, so that would be a run by not Cortez Kennedy. Who is this? This is Yasser Kennedy. Now on the bench. We're going to get Thomas Lennon of Reno 911 fame back into the game here now proper. Played Lieutenant Dangle. Ooh, Spam Boy gets a sack on Haroon Ayala there, pushing him back a little bit. Not quite out of field goal range yet, but they may not need it. 4th and 2. Nope, they're going to need that field goal kicker, but now it's a much, much easier kick to make, but not if you got guys up in your face. Well, apparently it is. Doesn't matter. 13-point game now. Excuse me. And Thin Lizzy back to return again. And we're going to start the 4th quarter with the Monkeys down by 13. So if there is some miracle comeback here, I will be shocked and amazed. 2nd and 4. Fiasco once again under center is going to toss it. And, I'm not sure what Babadook was thinking there. He just kind of ran right into coverage. Oh, blitz on the play. No gain there. In fact, quite a loss. 4th and 9. Got to go for it. No questions about it. Another blitz is going to get to him. Patty Wilkins going to pretty much put the nail in the coffin for this game. Haroon Ayala, just threw it away there. That was good coverage by the DC. Occasionally, this team has like flashes of talent, but they make big mistakes at the wrong time. Right there, they could have got an interception to help them out, but they didn't. Ayala going to take it himself. Just looking to run time off the clock here, but honestly, didn't do that much. So they really kind of need these 3 points to put it out of a 2-score game. And there it is. There it is. They have put it up to a 16-point game. So that's 3 scores, and that is going to be the game for the Monkeys. They're just playing for pride at this point now. drops back, hands it off to the Babadook. Gets 2 yards on that one. They're gonna call they're gonna play it out, you know. They're gonna take their shot. Fiasco, in fact, gonna take his shot. He looked downfield, didn't like it, took off. 6 yards and a third down now. Fake the reverse again. Oh, this is a big measurement here. Oh, 4th and inches. Of course they're going to go for it here. But how do they choose to do it? What are they going for? Oh, the toss to the right side is wide open. First down and more. Past midfield with the Babadook. With a fresh set of downs, Fiasco hands it off to the other side for the Babadook. Trying it again with the Babadook on that left side. This time he breaks one. He gets loose for about 20 yards there. Hell yeah. Kent Fiasco now looking downfield. Thought about running it again, but Cone Howell said, you better think again. So he's going to, he faked the handoff. Faked me. I thought he did hand it off. He's got someone downfield, though, and he overthrew the fuck out of him. The old classic Sunday night overthrow. All right. Kent Fiasco avoided one tackle, but not the second. Jovan Waters makes it 4th and 25. And they are desperate here. They're just going to fake. Oh, man. Patty Wilkins with his 3rd of the day. Going to force it over on downs. Yeah, they're just wasting time now. 35 seconds left to go in this game. They're just going to run it out. No reason to stretch this misery out for the Monkeys. Just checking down now. Not even going to bother with going long for the play that they had open. And do the reverse again. Yeah, just running the clock out. There you go. All right, Wolfpack stays undefeated. Brouhaha Monkeys go down 30-14. Not like we had a... oh, God damn it. Has it been like that the whole fucking game? Jesus Christ. Why didn't anybody tell me my ass was so big? Alright, well. I'm going to fire somebody in the graphics department, I swear to God. Alright, well. From me to you, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself. But officially and legally from the rest of us here at TFO. See you next TECMO.